Okay, I have another artist to tell you about today, based on a painting that I made. This is Mary Cassatt. Her artwork's been around for a long time. In the middle of the 19th century, there was a group of artists called the Impressionists, and they were very modern for their time and not exactly accepted at first. But her work in that group is mostly women with children. She was a single lady, and yet she had close relationships with her family and other women, so she was able to go in and paint from domestic scenes, intimate scenes with mothers maybe nursing their babies or playing with their children, women reading and sewing. I have one painting of hers to show you in a book that I have. I wish I had more because I love her work, but this is all I have at home. So if you look right there, there's a picture of her, of one of her pieces, Girl Sewing. And at the time, that really wasn't how women were seen in art. They were all sort of romanticized, and there was like epic biblical work and mythological pieces and lots of nudes. But seeing that side of femininity was unique. And so actually she documented a lot for us, which was very important in the passing of time. But I have something else to tell you about her. This is a painting I made of her. When I first really started to study her work, I found out that she had been an art student. At the age of 15, her family was well off in Pittsburgh. And she, so at 15, she went to this art school. And at the time, there were about 20% of the students were women, but they weren't really taken as seriously. Like most of them were expected to marry, and painting and drawing would just be another skill on their social resume. Sort of round them out a little bit, and she didn't like that. She felt like the boys got to do life drawing from models and the girls didn't. So you can just see the angst in her face. I did make her a little bit more modern because I related to her because I was an art student too. But what happened is she convinced her mother to take her to Paris. And instead of going to school, she went to the museums and would copy from the pieces there, and eventually fell in with the artist Degas, who was one of the main Impressionists at that time, and became a part of that group. So here she is when she's younger, and here she is when she's older. And sadly, at the end of her life, her eyesight began to fail her. And she also moved back to America to be with her family and take care of some of her relatives. But she was also instrumental in bringing the Impressionist work to the States and to bring them to the museums and collectors there. So in a way, she was a piece of bringing modern art to America. So very important lady. There she is, Mary Cassatt.